Строки графики сделать. Нет. Не можем. Так, что ли? Вроде нормально на стриме выглядит. Ярко. Микрофон тоже работает.
Looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
In the first place, Sir Hans, we've got a task ahead of us. An important one. And a great responsibility. You don't meet such a mighty noble as von Bergov every day. So, first duty, then fun.
Quiet, monk! You'll just spoil the rest of our trip. It's all clear to me. We deliver the message, get the politics over with, and enjoy a bit of adventure together. But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course! How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all.
Работаешь сейчас, нет, Игорь?
No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Al dentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it look in the back?
All good. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. And...
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we wouldn't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Стоять, что вам нужно?
Is this usually how you greet
Мил
visitors,
человек.
my good man?
Это так-то у вас
This is
случилось.
how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Bergov from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
Меня убили.
We're not enemies.
Можно? Нет, нельзя сделать это. Секунд.
Carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
Так, язычек скорости не разрешаем. Ну, наверное, следопыт.
I serve Sir Hans as a scout and tracker.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Мгм. Далее Б. Только не говорите, что это на русском.
We want to negotiate an alliance. We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down, so we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy, or you'll pass to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you were a tracker? So you're a knight all of a sudden? Or you're not really sure? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's travelling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit above himself. We've come on the orders of Margrave Jobst of Moravia, and we bear a message from Sir Hanish of Lipa, Divish of Tarnberg, and Radzig Kobula. Our message concerns the offer of an alliance that it seems you need as much as we do right now.
All right, then. You may carry on, but put your men in their place, sir, before their impertinence leads you into trouble.
Indeed, I will. Thank you, Captain.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Да, мне кажется, он слишком самонадеянный. Так, еще я вижу, что игру тихо слышно. Тут есть задание, какая-нибудь карта. Да. Ага. Окей. Есть да? Смотрим. Есть. Мгм. Так, теперь это делается. Тут много всего есть. Все выглядит. Основных или нет? По праву могу собрать какие-нибудь? Да, можно. Также собирает в радиусе. Ну, хорошо. Я и раньше собирал кучу трав. Ну, часть. Больше нету.
Do something with that mutt, Henry. It's doing my head in.
Stop bothering me, mutt.
Call that dog. Jesus, Henry, that barking's driving me nuts. Can you get your dog to shut its beak?
Много тут всего. Ну, так,
Be quiet, you
интересно, когда тут у нас получается навыки. Где тут сбор трав, травничество? Не понял. Понял. Вот сейчас он не качается. Или его убрали просто отсюда.
That barking's driving me nuts. Can you get your dog to shut its beak?
Henry, call that dog to heel.
Всем взаимодействовать.
Say something to that dog. Henry, hey, call off that mutt of yours.
Как тебе угомонить-то, блядь? Собака, прекрати. Ладно, еще немного чертополоха.
Henry, call that dog to heel.
Call that dog, Henry. Who the hell can listen to that?
никак не взаимодействовать.
Henry, call that dog to heel.
Как с тобой говорить-то?
Come here. What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry?
Ага.
All right, I'll see what I can get for you. Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass. Heel.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of...
I see you've
Да,
got
посмотрим,
dice
как
set
это
up.
играется.
Want a game?
How's about a little wager to spice it up?
What do you want to wager?
Look, if you lose, how about you pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky?
And if I win?
Well, I've got this silver ring here I won from Oates yesterday. I'll wager that.
Sounds fair to me. All right, it's a deal.
Если вы захотите поиграть в азартные игры, то игрок в квесте вы найдете любой публичный пешми. Так, окей, квест выбраны. Чтобы отложить текущий выбор, счет. Если у вас имеются свои игральные квесты, то вы можете их выбрать перед началом игры. Большинство игральных квестей есть особые свойства, о которых можно прочитать в описании. Ты начинаешь игру, бросая все 6 костей, затем ты отмечаешь квестик, который хочешь отложить. Ты берешь их в стороны, и в конце клана получаешь за них очки. Перебрасывается, окей. А, ну тут наоборот, чем меньше, тем лучше, да? Я определил комбинации от 1 до 6 1500.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Так, у меня здесь 2 двойки и 1 единица. Можем зацелить 2 кости. У меня, возможно, получится вот так сделать. 3, 6. И а как мне перебрасывать это? Написать и продолжить склад. Помощь отправить кость. И а как дальше? Двигаться, предложить. Не могу
What are you
выбрать столько
waiting
костей.
Hell to freeze over?
А, только одну кость можно откладывать. Записать и продолжить. Они все, блядь, гигантские. Так, пас. Положить кость. Эти я могу, а двойку я не могу. Серьезно? А двойку не могу. Допустим, пас.
Remind me not to play with you next time.
Ну, единица как-то она выделена. Почему?
Aye, that'll do.
Единица.
Yeah.
А как он перекидывает все? Ебать ему везет.
My God, I'm done. If I was you, I'd take it. That's still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. For Christ's sake, how is that even possible?
Вот 3 пятерки есть. почему мне не засчитали? У меня на счету только 100. Как так?
Oh, come on.
А, то есть они сгорают, если не закончил раунд. Окей, что у нас тут есть? Бля, тут ничего хорошего нет. Я двойки до сих пор не могу. А что прикол? Я могу взять только пятерки. Пятерка вроде есть. Вот он даст мне всего лишь сотку. Пробуем
Let
дальше.
it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Одна есть пятерка.
Remind me not to play with you next time.
Опять у него единиц.
Wonderful. Ha-ha!
Пипец,
My lucky
просто...
dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow,
That's just great.
you can
А
never...
можно еще раз?
All right.
Можно. Я хочу выиграть у
Come
него
on, then.
кольцо.
Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Выиграл.
Nothing worth mentioning. No, that's as far as I go.
А, тут можно собрать несколько комбинаций за раз, да? Получается. Я снова проиграл. Да как так? А, нет? Это наведет.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Не работает, окей. Повезло, повезло. А чё за херня? Он все выиграл.
Aha!
Просто капец на комбинации.
All right.
Я буду биться, пока не вытащу
We'll see whose
кольцо.
side luck is on today.
Так, две тройки. Не повезло.
What can you do?
Чем три двойки не взял? Двойки.
My God, I'm done.
Нет. У него какой-то странный белый тумик.
Aye, that'll do. Here.
А как так ему везет? Скажите мне. Да я в ахуе. Серьезно? То есть, когда ты собираешь полную коллекцию, тебе есть возможность перебрасывать всех в росте.
Aye, that'll do.
Уже баллатор какой-то. Это пипец.
Ha!
Да.
Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Нахер я заново поставил? Блять, просрал все.
Aye, that'll do.
Это что за прикол?
Yeah.
Кажется, она где-то ноги обывает.
Nothing worth
Я понял.
mentioning.
Сейчас сдаться.
Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can.
Это невозможно.
All right.
Но я
I
попробую.
hope Lady Luck will be on my side. Damn! What's this? Here. Aye, that'll do. My God! Oh, come on!
Повезло. Или нет? Это 200 есть. Пожалуйста, пока им не повезет.
Damn! What's this?
Пристав. Наконец-то я выиграл.
Damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad.
Кольцо. Вот, не кольцо. Она что-то дает? Как тут узнать? А, м, Больше заметности дает.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of... Henry! Better not keep Sir Hans waiting. It'll be dark soon.
Henry, what the fuck was that about?
What was what about?
With that captain? I thought they got us all. The way you provoked him.
They didn't do anything, though. Besides, that captain was just an underling.
Just an underling? How could you tell? Did you see how many men he had there?
He backed down in the end, though.
Because I kept you in check. You better keep your nose out of it next time.
If you think so, sir.
I do. It's an order. And keep quiet tomorrow in front of von Berghoff. I'm here to do the talking. We'll deliver our message, and if we arrange a truce with the League of Lords, then Hanush will finally have to take me serious. Don't fuck it up. Well, since you're... How about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey?
You're in the mood?
Certainly. So then,
Or just a bit of swordplay for...
let's save the weight.
Oh.
Keep the bar. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Fellow could have a game there.
Give over, tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter.
So,
Do you think we're gonna fight with that? Put on your helmet and armor.
can we start with the swordplay?
You've got your armor. Good. I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
Так, есть дроп. Просмотр самого себя. Первый. Так, секунду. Так, готово. Что? Как это? А как просто связано с самой игрой? Давай-ка найдем себе.
Ah, don't worry. Oates is cooking up that gruel again. That
I never knew you were such a gourmet. All right, let's go. A bit of sword play will give you an appetite. Let's start. Draw your sword.
hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I
Взять
just
меч.
can't wait.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Leave me some room.
No, George! That got you panting, eh?
Enough.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Cover, for Christ's sake! That's the way. Why don't you cover yourself?
Долго этот блок.
Good. Good. That's the way. What are you doing? Cover.
Да, и, конечно, здесь пипец.
Good.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. That's it. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Sweet. Nice. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Nice. Don't hack at my sword. Strike somewhere else. Good riposte. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Тут не грошей, ничего себе.
100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself.
Now that's what I call swordplay.
Off to a good start.
See that, fellas?
Выносливость быстро кончается.
Nice technique. See that?
How do you do it? How do you do it?
Да все.
How do you do it?
А просто закликивание мыши.
Ow! Kurva! Ow! Kurva! How do you do it? I yield! Enough!
Окей. Я выиграл.
See, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Так, может быть, тут еще есть с чем-нибудь взаимодействие?
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us...
Tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Dragging you apart was great fun. You were shit-faced, he was foaming at the mouth, and she was screaming like mad.
I was watching from the table, and I have to say, Henry, you dodged him pretty well. Did you catch a blow at all?
Aye, but nothing worth talking about.
He doesn't go down easy.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see him?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
If I had to choose, I'd take a bow. After all, why not seize the opportunity to take down your foe before he gets near to you? Of course, the bow takes training too. Not everyone can hit their target at 50 paces.
And you can shoot something for your supper, like that first time we went hunting? The first time you ever held a bow? I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stopped going on about the sword Istvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Then We're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep. Come on.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Лучше стало, начиная с первой части.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me.
Так. Вот. Давай сохраните выйти. Идите спать уже.